Hello, hello. We have arrived. Oh, hold on. I don't think... talk now? You're not speaking words that the audience can hear, unfortunately. Give me a second. Oh, okay, I think we're good now. Or wait. Nope, that's not it. Alright, try now?
I am going to try as hard as I can.
We fixed it. But yes, tonight has been a litany of innumerable trials, I must say.
But
we're here.
You know what? I think we're here and we got it working. And we know what to do in the future. Because Video Ninja is completely unreliable when it comes to dual streaming setups.
I mean, to be fair, this is the only time that we've had it fail on us so far, I think.
I know, but I've since then, from the 4 months, I've reinstalled everything, and I've got rid of Voice Meter Banana, which it worked with Voice Meter Banana, but I got rid of it. I don't use Voice Meter Banana anymore, so that is probably why it is not did not work now. But Parsec is good. We got it working with Parsec.
All right. So I guess let's waste no time. I would normally go over the schedule, but let's just get in it. We've waited too long.
I agreed. We are on day 4.
We are on day 4.
800 has been charged to your account. Renew your membership to Shining Finger. Jill's subscription got renewed. She'll have no problem focusing at work today. Hooray! Happy birthday! Uh-oh, we got a message from the hacker known as, I forget her name.
Wasn't it Alice Rabbit or something? Or
Alice Rabbit, yes. Alice Rabbit. Let's read the news. What's on the news today? You wouldn't believe this shocking. Oh, look how cute she is. Oh, yeah, we met with the idol. The idol side lady. Yeah. Today, we'll take a look at one of the most popular acts of our times. How did she get started? What's her favorite movie? What about her romantic life? Does she enjoy long walks on the beach? Don't miss this exclusive interview, only on Augmented Eye. Content blocked on your region. Damn you, Warner Brothers / Disney / Fox, whoever it is.
Curses and whatnot.
Curses. Alice Rabbit might be Akira. Aw, adorable. Do you want to read this one?
Sure. Hold on. Yes. Okay. Alice Rabbit may be a Akira Miki fan. And scroll up.
Okay.
And who isn't? By Lana Smithy. Everyone loves Kiramiki, and Alice Rabbit is no exception. You might be wondering what's my proof for this not-so-wacky theory. And well, keep reading if you want to know. That's how articles work.
Oh.
Yes.
It's
attack patterns.
There we go.
This is an easy one. You just get... I'm getting tired of your nonsense, Miss Smithy.
Tiberious is averse to saying rather choice 4-letter words. So if you're new to this segment, I hope you enjoy. Okay. Let's go back. Hi, Fizzy. How you doing? Welcome in.
Oh,
physicist.
Also, I should
Rhyme rate up.
Pop out your stream chat so I can see everyone.
Yeah. Let me hop on your channel too. Let me see. Twitch.tv/Tiberious Vanderfield. Tiberious Vanderfield. All right, I am in your chat now. Everyone, go follow my collab partner, Tiberious Vanderfield.
Go follow my collab partner, SheppySHEPS.
Hooray! That's me!
It is.
Crime rate is up 5% this month, 100% increase in hogwash, says a physicist.
Such a strange spelling of nonsense. I know, right?
Crime rate up 5% this month by Kimberly LaValle. Crime is up 5% this month, officially making it the road to Mega Christmas, a dangerous one. Mega Christmas? White knights,
the
aware
most
of the
powerful
situation.
holiday known to man.
Yes. Overshadows all holidays. Have promised to maintain security in all sectors, even though recent budget cuts have been decreasing the morale of their personnel. An uphill battle. Poverty and the lack of opportunities are no longer the main causes of crime. Criminals come from all walks of life. They will murder and distribute drugs for no other reason than the fact it gives them power. It is no longer about feeding their families. It is about domination. There are entire sectors controlled by these dangerous gangs, and there's no solution in sight. This Mega Christmas will be a very dark one. Wow. Oof. That's a dark article, Kimberly.
Indeed.
My goodness.
Shall we see what Kiramiki's up to?
Sure. Thanks, GC. There you go.
Yeah. Or don't you do Kiramiki's voice?
Oh, I love this place. So much energy, so much love. I can feel all the optimism in the air. Heart emoji, times 5. Even after all of the struggles, you still came to see me, and I got to experience the loudest and craziest crowd in my whole career. I'm beyond speechless. That said, I'm excited to announce that we'll have a second date in the city. It wasn't easy to set up, but I'm so happy my agency approved it. This was by far our biggest show, and I can't wait to experience it again. See you soon, my darlings. Heart emoji. Love, Mickey. I think some of these we've read before.
Yeah, I think we've read the Diff Home concert one.
Yeah, and What I Do to Relax. I think that we did that one too.
Mm-hmm. Christmas finally consumed Thanksgiving, says physicist. Halloween holds the line.
Hold the line. Okay. I have $3,000. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. Got some stuff we can buy.
Yeah, I think didn't we go shopping at the end of last stream? Not that we can't again, I suppose, but
okay, yeah, we can do it at the end. We can do it at the end of the stream. Let's go. Go to work.
They're gonna get upset at us for being late.
Good evening.
Hello.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Those better be fireworks, not gunshots.
Seems you made it just in time.
I think that's just a car backfiring.
I certainly hope so. Really, it sounded more like a gunshot to me.
Have you ever heard gunshots?
Haven't we all at some point?
Yeah, well... see? It sounds more like a car's exhaust.
Oops. I don't know. It's too dry.
Yeah, but gunshots give more echo.
What if it's a firecracker?
Ah, boss.
Firecrackers? Yep. A couple of years ago, there was an incident where some dude killed a cop. He managed to slip away because his pistol was mixed up with the usual Mega Christmas firecrackers.
Oh, damn.
Nah, it sounded too hollow for firecrackers. Well, whatever. This is not a morning talk show. I'm not paying you to chit-chat about meaningless things.
Yeah, boss.
At least not amongst yourselves.
Right. We shouldn't lose time over a car's exhaust.
Hey.
Let's go.
Let's just go.
Time to mix drinks and change lives. Welcome to Valhalla. Is that friggin' George Costanza?
He looks a little bit like him.
Jerry, hello. I'm looking for some information. What kind of information? What can you tell me about a girl named Crimson Rose? Sounds like a tacky online handle. Although tacky online handle is a bit redundant. Do you know anything about her? No, sorry. Ask your friend Jerry. I have $80 here that might refresh your memory. Seriously, guy, I don't know. Now that you mention it, I remember something. Really? Yeah, now that I'm totally sure that I have no idea whatsoever who you're talking about. Nothing at all? Nothing at all? Nothing. Man, you're such a lucky bartender. Not having any info I need. Well, first of all, why assume I just happen to have the info you conveniently need? Does that girl frequent this place? Is there any proof that I might have the info you so desperately need? Well, And second, you're not going to get anywhere by offering me physical money. In fact, what you're doing with physical... metaphysical money. We mean
psychological
Bitcoin.
Money.
It's psychological money. Eldritch abomination money. In fact, what are you doing with physical money? Do you want to get mugged so badly? Yeah, well... Moreover, even if I don't know something, do you really think $80 is enough? You can do almost nothing with $80. Let me turn down my game audio a little bit. It seems to be a little bit loud. A little bit loud. Okay, that seems to be a little bit better. You can do almost nothing with $80. It's not enough to have a decent lunch. Why are you scolding me? Let me put in the middle ground. Right there is good. Why are you scolding me? Why did you call me a sucky bartender for not conveniently having the info you need? Wait. Of course, you want all the deals to be clean, so you need me to spend money at the bar.
I mean, you can if you want to.
I mean, sure.
That's not going to help, but
that's how it works, right? I spend money, you give me the info. It's tit for tat. Maybe not. Okay, then give me a drink, but keep it under 80. $80. So let's see what kind of drink you can buy with that.
Get him some water.
A fedora. Every drink here is priced at $500. Dana. Oh my god.
What was the like water drink? Yeah, frothy water.
How
much is frothy water?
Frothy water?
Oh no, too much. Also, physicist says George is getting inquisitive.
Yes.
Curious, you could call him.
I don't want to be caught up in one of George's hyperfixations.
Yes, I'm going to say something that...
Oh, gut punch.
Didn't he say under $80? Or...
Under $80?
If that's the only thing that we have that's like $80, then I suppose that's all we can give him, but... Yeah.
A beer is $200. Man, inflation sucks.
A little bit, yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah. It occurs to me that I've never watched Seinfeld.
Oh, it's a show about nothing. I think everyone needs to see Seinfeld at least once in their life. It's a deconstruction of the human condition. It really is.
All right, so the gut punch is, I think, the only thing that is $80 or less.
Okay. 5 Bronson extract, Flanner guide, and let's get him a little bit drunk.
And
yeah, let's get him a little
mixed.
bit drunk. Age and mixed. There he is.
All right.
There you go. Okay then. Do you know anything about the girl? No. But you said maybe, maybe not. Turns out that it's maybe not. You're the one deluding yourself into thinking I might know something. And like I said, $80 is nothing. So, I need to spend more. Oh my god, George. George, please. Atrocity. Hashtag inflation. 4 people with different neurosis come across every day. Oh wait, he's physicist is describing Seinfeld. 4 people with different neurosis come across everyday problems and solve them wrong because they consulted each other on how to fix it. Basically,
Gotcha.
That's basically the plot of Seinfeld.
Gotcha.
It really is like I said, a deconstruction of the human condition of stupidity.
Understandable.
Yes, you need. I'll give you some intel. Spend all the money you want, but I know nothing and no amount will change that. Can I at least give my money back?
You absolutely
No.
cannot. You drank the drink.
The order was right, isn't it? I guess. So why are you looking for that girl, Mr. Von Delay? Art Von Delay? Oh. I'm a private detective. George, you're taking up private detective work? Wow. It's my calling. So I assume you're either looking for a missing girl or working for a creepy online stalker. You're assuming the girl I'm looking for is innocent or lost. She's not. She's half of the so-called Reapers of the city.
Uh-oh.
2 guns for hire that work for whoever is resourceful enough to find them and wealthy enough to pay them. Crimson Rose and Cobalt Lily, they call themselves. So, red and blue. Crimson Rose and Cobalt Lily. They still sound more like teenagers' internet nicknames. So, who wanted you to track her? I don't know. I got the letter with the instructions and a paycheck. What if it's a prank? I have the money, so what do I care if it is? Besides, considering the amount I was able to cash in with that check, it'd be a pretty wasteful prank. I see. Still, any information or rumors you could give me? They don't have to be related to the girl. Why do you need them? It's always good to keep up with local goings-on. Well, let's see. Sorry, can't think about anything right now. Most of the conversations you hear in here aren't rumor-worthy. Humor-worthy, maybe, but not much about current events. At least, not beyond what you see in the news. Damn it! What kind of bar is this if you can't gather the word on the street? What kind of film noir world do you think you live in? Jill might know something if you're so fixated on finding some kind of information.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know something that might help me, Jill? Or Gil?
I don't. I certainly don't, and I'm offended by the suggestion that I do.
He knows something. On second thought, maybe it's better if you don't get involved with him. Well, this has been a major waste of time. And here I thought all the noise BTC bars had made lately would have been useful for something. Noise? What noise? You don't know? I'm asking for a reason. You'll find out soon enough. Don't worry.
That sounds like reason to worry.
In any case, I guess I'll have another drink and leave. What can I get you? I'll have a Grizzly Temple. Simple enough.
Alright.
Now he doesn't care about price. Huh.
Now that he's already
So much
given
for-
up on his goal, I suppose.
Yeah, seriously. 3 Adelhyde, 3 Bronson extract, 1 Carmatrine, all blended.
Oh, hold on. 3 powder delta.
3 Battle Delta. All blended.
Nice.
There you go. Here. Okay then. This is going to be deducted from the 80 from earlier, right? Seriously, guy? You cheapskate?
Absolutely not.
No. Fine. Come on. There has to be something. This week has been slow as hell.
Hasn't been much
Yeah,
faster
like
for us.
Yeah. The only good thing I've heard about is this girl who threw herself off the roof of a nearby mall. And the whole thing about a woman catching her midair makes me think it's totally made up. Aside from the rumors that the Harbingers are looking to cause trouble at a bank today, no, not really. Damn it! Wait, who told you that? It appeared in the news, didn't it? Yeah, but the name the Harbingers wasn't used. No Glitch City outlet has reported that themselves. There are rumors that someone or something is keeping them silent. And even the international outlets aren't using the name Harbingers. They're avoiding acknowledging the organization yet, for some reason. So either one of them, or someone in the know told you about it. Why would I admit I'm one of them? He could be surprisingly sharp. Yeah, Donovan D. Dawson was in here for the last 3 days, actually. Really? I wonder if he'll notice the glass that Idol signed. I mean, sure, I can think of anything that would be useful involving him right now, but... guess not. Give me pics of Cyber Spider-Man. Right? He's my favorite character, and he's such a jackass. I love it. Yeah, he's not going to tip me. This guy's not going to tip me.
I like how he's looking for information. Then we tell him that the guy who runs the news around here comes into our bar regularly, and he says, "Well, I can't do anything with that."
Did he talk to you about anything interesting?
Oh, well, never mind, I guess. He does have some interest.
Interviewing the Idol has had a show of a couple of days ago, dealing with messy interns. Par for the course, I guess. I see. That's,
Gunshot.
It's a backfire!
Firecrackers.
Hey, what do you think that sound was? Sounded like something very heavy being dropped.
Something heavy? Come on, that's not even close.
It was definitely more like an explosion of some kind. No, you could clearly hear the clashing of metal. Something that was both made out of metal and very heavy fell down. That's what I made the sound. Gary, I know I'm right. I know I'm right about this. You gotta agree with me. Whatever it is, it's not normal for it to be repeating so often. I wonder if something's happening. I heard there was some game spats going on. Maybe I took the conflict there.
Which means gunshots.
If that's the case, I just hope they don't come too near us. Well, I've got to go. Something here wasn't a waste of time after all. Really? Really? I just have different needs. But there will become a time when this place might help me. Goodbye! Farewell! Please, please, come again. Please, we'd love to have you back. Please. Gains then?
Unlikely. This is unicorn territory. They've always been a neutral, important third party in other gangs' deals.
The who what now? I'll just pretend I heard nothing.
Thank you.
He left me thinking about the whole noise from BTC bars thing. What's up with that?
I think I heard something about money laundering through bars. Don't take my word for it, though.
I see. I guess I'll just find out soon enough. Welcome. Oh no.
Alright.
I've
gotta use my new character, I guess.
Nick. Go ahead.
I'm Streaming Chan, giving you a live video feed of my life and adventures 24/7.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Bathroom time and naughty moments only available for premium users.
She's doing the Nico Nico Doga text through the screen. I love it.
She's telepathically projecting it into our minds, I think.
Yes.
It's only $9.99 a month. Go premium now.
Oh my god.
It's Friday night, and you all know what that means. It's time for Streaming Chan's Escapades.
Oh no.
Today's escapade is brought to you by ShiningFinger.moe. Leaders of VR adult entertainment since 2069.
2069, nice. But is she like an IRL VTuber?
I think those are just called streamers. Buy your premium membership and you'll get a code. Exchange the code for a free trial of a VR experience modeled after yours truly.
Excuse.
Today, I picked the shoddiest, nastiest, smelliest, ugliest bar I could find downtown.
Lady, you know I can hear you, right?
And sadly, it actually looks half decent inside. So much for going for a hole-in-the-wall bar that smells like dog urine.
Excuse me.
But no matter. Tonight I'll give you an escapade you'll never forget. Hey, you. Where's the bartender?
You're talking to her?
Very funny. Where is he, really?
Right in front of you.
Ellipses.
Ellipses.
Hey, you, the pretty boy over there. Where's the bartender? You're looking at him. No way. No hot, shirtless guy playing with fire and serving drinks while flirting with you?
Streaming Chan needs feminism.
Streaming Chan needs a lot of things.
How you gonna say this one?
What did you just say? Something about shirtless, like fire breathing? I don't know.
Fire breathing, shirtless fire breathing guy trying to flirt with you the entire time.
No dragon girl all around, flying around the place.
The dragon girl.
There we go. That's the best I could come up with.
No sexy, scantily clad girl jiggling around the place.
You're telling me you two, dressed like waiters, are the bartenders here?
Yep.
Seems that way. Ellipses.
I'm imagining that she's actually saying ellipses.
Obviously, yes.
Is that a problem?
Of course it's a problem. Friday nights are peak viewing hours.
You know what? Not my problem.
I need something scaly or enticing to keep them interested.
Scaly!
Oh well, there's an easy solution for that.
There is?
Yeah. Just put these dragon horns on.
Just take your time off.
You might need to put some wings on too, depending on how the traffic goes.
You might need to take off your bra too. Oh my gosh.
Wait, you're quite light. You could easily use these wings. I'm glad you're enjoying the velocity. Is that piercing glare? No. Come on, someone is going to have to wear these horns, and it's not going to be me. I already did that once today. And it's too late to go somewhere else. By the time I find an even nastier bar, they'll be closed. What's your policy on wearing pants?
Somebody tried to have me fired for wearing a skirt, so we dealt with that on a case-by-case basis.
That's not a concrete answer. I need binary yes-no answers. My viewers have the attention span of fruit flies.
Oh, we only give non-binary answers.
If they wanted to use their brains, do you think they'd watch something like this? Oh, I like how one of those messages said, she really loves us, when she said that. I need you to keep them entertained, and the fact that you're still human isn't helping. Wait, I know. Give me a drink. Big one. The nastiest one you can think of. Hello? Service here, please?
It's like my brain shut down. Wow.
That's what's wrong with her viewers, I think. She causes psychic damage.
Nasty drink. Manly and promo drinks are both nasty, but that's my opinion. Bitter. Bitter as fuck. Bitter, manly, strong. Bitter, promo. Spicy. I'm looking for manly and promo and bitter. Bitter, promo, bland. Bitter, promo, bland. A Grizzly Temple might work.
Maybe.
That's a super gross drink sounding. Sour, manly, so bubbly, sweet, classy.
I like that we've still got the Nico text going on.
I know. Still going. Bitter, manly, burning. Manly, suplex. Bitter, manly, burn. That's the one I just looked at. Spicy, manly, strong. My vote's on the well, my vote's on the Grizzly Temple.
We could go with that.
This one's kind of unbearable. See, unbearable. Get it? Because of the Grizzly.
All right.
Okay.
It'd be funny if we could just serve her like a drink that failed and.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think the game would recognize that though, sadly.
Wait a second. Mars Blast and Suplex sound good. Let's go with chat's suggestion.
All right.
Mars Blast or Suplex?
I think those were both under bitter, weren't they? Or oh no, they weren't.
Spice. One of these is enough to leave your face red like the actual planet, versus Suplex. The small twist on the pile driver, putting more emphasis on the tongue burning and less on the throat burning.
I feel like the Mars Blast is more up her alley.
When she says nasty, I think bitter. When I think of the word bitter, I think nasty.
That's fair.
You know what? I'm gonna go with my original. Nope, reset. The word bland
Anime
made
was a
me think it would.
Anime was a
But
mistake.
bitters. What? What happened?
The message anime was a mistake just came on screen twice.
Oh. Bitter, manly, burning. Bitters make a drink better. I don't know. When I think bitter, I think just okay. Bland. Let's go with bland. Let's go with manly and bland. Zenstar. You'd think something so balanced would actually taste nice. You'd be dead wrong. 4 of each ingredient. That's the grossest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, this does sound sort of like a challenge drink. Like we just poured everything we have behind the counter into a bottle. Here, it's yours.
All on the rocks and mixed. Zenstar. Here, have the grossest drink we have.
Or the content.
Sour promo. Here you go.
All right then.
Thyroid.
Cheers.
It's literally Madrosity. It's literally every ingredient times 4. That's disgusting. It's like a flavor Armageddon. I don't think you should chug it down so
Ellipses.
quickly.
It's like it hit me, but I didn't feel it until a few seconds later. Is this what being kicked feels like? I have never been kicked. My evasion is too high. Yep. Gil seems like the kind of guy who's been kicked before. Okay, I've decided. I'll just get really wasted. That's got to be fun enough, right?
If you say so.
Hold on a sec. Sip. Anyway. Okay, in the meantime, what can you tell me about this bar?
What do you mean?
Weird stories, fun stuff, interesting facts. You're being seen by an average of 6,000 people. Make their time worth it.
Wow, she's doing better than I am.
She is.
Oof, oof.
Obviously,
Oof.
we just need to leave our streams on all the time.
All the time, yes.
All the time. Never stop.
Yes. I should just change and go to random bars and just take my put a camera on my face. Let's see then. Last weekend we held a party for the Sci-Fi Toy Company.
And?
It's a company run completely by dogs.
Really?
This place was completely overrun by corgis.
Wait. Corgis? Did you really serve drinks to corgis?
All the W's. All the W's. Hey kids, want to die? Tuxedo-clad talking corgis, yeah.
Wow. Awesome. Wait, you're not kidding me, right?
I wish I was shitting you, trust me.
What else? What else?
Let's see. Donovan D. Dawson from the Augmented Eye was here for 3 nights in a row.
That perfume chauvinistic, incredibly rude individual.
There's that word again.
Just the other day, someone from the Augmented Eye interviewed me, actually.
What did they ask?
Oh, the usual. Who I was, what I did, future plans, inspirations. The one that interviewed me was the small, meat girl with glasses. No horns. What a shame. He seemed a bit bitter, though. I wonder why. But enough about the... Wait. Can I see that glass over there?
Sure.
The signature. Is this Kiramiki's autograph?
Yeah, she came here before her last concert.
Get out. Really? Is this some kind of secret hidden bar of the stars or something?
Not really. We're just in the right place at the right time.
What kind of person is she when she's not on stage? I tried to get a meeting with her and she's actually seemed willing, but she's always busy.
A very nice girl, actually. She seems to be completely invested in her work. She loves what she does, and it shows. You'd think she'd be some sort of diva, but as far as I'm concerned, she's one of the nicest people I've ever met.
I knew it! I knew she was nice. Her passion shows in her concerts, you know. She's so spontaneous. Her performances are never the same. Every time she spits Shine Spark, I feel like my soul is warming up like a high-performance computer. Shine Spark! I find myself singing it in the shower all the time, which you can see for only $9.99 a month. Oh, wait, hold on. He's already making that joke. Alright. Those who pay premium can hear me sing every day at $9.99 a month. Go premium now.
Wait, so you can't actually see her naked? You can only hear her. You can only hear her. Really?
Well, the camera's on her hat, so presumably she doesn't wear the hat into the bath. That would be weird. How would she wash her hair?
I guess, yeah, you're right, but damn, Simps be simping.
That aside, I was about to sense motive on what you just said.
Sense motive.
But I guess you do have some sort of proof for everything. Can I keep this glass?
No.
Pretty,
No.
please?
No.
Party pooper.
Pay me a lot of money.
At least this bar might be more interesting than I initially thought. One thing that'd make it perfect if that pretty boy over there had a pass with a KGB. Or a tail. That'd be nice too. Hootle! Yeah, that'd be crazy, huh?
Are you gonna order anything else?
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whole getting wasted thing, yeah. I heard of a drink called a Bad Touch. Give me a big one of those, please. A big bad touch.
Coming right up. Let's give her a big bad touch. Oh yeah, Gillian, what the hell?
Gil has a lot going on.
Interesting. Big bad touch, you say? Okay.
That
All
should
the rocks
be
in
it. Yep. She's death breaking POS. Maybe Madrasty, maybe. Alternatively, she has some sort of streaming service of her own. I wouldn't put that past her. She seems like a...
Well, there are adult live streaming sites. They do exist. Where basically anything goes. I'm not going to name them here, but there are VTubers that do work on those sites, and they do pretty well.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about that. Here.
I was expecting something dirtier. And we could, like, get some mud or something. You want a glass of mud?
Yeah, we have some motor oil. That was found in a car, and we just took it from the car as it was changing oil. Yeah, we have that. We have olive brine. I can pour in a bit if that's what you want.
No, not that. It's such a dirty name. It feels like the glass should come in a dirty glass. Reveal this, like, thick orange liquid.
Orange?
Oh, that's all I could think of. That would have skyrocketed the watchers at least threefold. Don't you have anything like that?
Nope.
I'll just have to make do with the condensed milk when I get home.
Oh my god, lady.
It's it tangoos, Madrosity says. Friendly reminder that today's escapade is brought to you by ShiningFinger.moe. Leaders of VR adult entertainment since 2069.
You sound so disappointed.
Buy a year premium membership for a neat code. Said code will net you a free trial of a VR experience to a model based on
What's the deal with that VR experience?
Well, a fan made an NND model of me. When Shining Fingered asked me about a model for our partnership, I just contacted him.
That's short for Nico Nico Doga, I think. Nice. That's a nice reference there.
Yeah, I think it's probably also a reference to Miku Miku Dance, because I know that's an animation program.
Yeah, that's right. You can make a little animations with Miku models. Right, I remember that.
He got money for polishing that model a lot more. I got my partnership. We all won. I even got him a year free. Let me take that line again. I even got him a year of free premium membership and a VR set.
That's nice. Wait, what's an ND?
Don't tell me you haven't heard of Niku Niku Dance.
Niku Niku Dance. I asked for a reason.
It's music videos with 3D models.
Exactly how you described it, Tiberious.
Yeah, that sounds like a good enough explanation.
I see.
To be honest though, the model's a bit meatier than me. Not that I mind it though, considering the use it gets. You know, I was expecting you to be more scared when I said you were being watched by a lot of people.
It's hard to be scared when you can't see these people.
I mean, we're streamers. Our job is to be watched by a lot of people. But they're still there, you know. Sure, they're behind screens, and sometimes in opposite... Yeah. Were you saying something?
No, I thought it was my turn. Go ahead.
Sure, they're behind screens. It's sometimes the opposite corner of the world. Ghost says Madrosity. And every single one of my viewers is a real person with a real life. Not being here doesn't make them any less real.
I understand, but it's just not the same. They're not here, visibly paying attention to me. I don't get paranoid because of my phone contacts.
That's true, I guess. So, tell me, what made a lady like you become a bartender?
It's not exactly an exciting story.
Does it involve a man?
No.
What about a crime?
Nope.
A childhood promise?
Nah.
A religious vow?
What? What kind of religious vow would make me want to be a bartender? A what?
You're not going to tell me that you just decided out of the blue to quit your job and start bartending.
How dare you, lady? That's actually what happened, sorta.
Oh, come on. No epiphany, quarter-life crisis, not even a hot teacher somewhere along the line?
Life isn't always a young adult novel where every decision is a road code.
That's a problem. 1/3 of my audience are teens that shouldn't be allowed to watch my streams. Throw me a bone here. There must be a nice mystical story you can tell about yourself, Miss Bartender.
Well...
Yes?
Sometime after I started working, I got an interesting client. He was a DRK SOL, or Dark Soul, a really old Ludum model. Apparently, his power supply was running low. His charger was destroyed, and he didn't have the money to buy upgrades or replacements. He also seemed to have neglected his maintenance. He was from the time when the collective source wasn't a cloud storage system. So he wouldn't be uploaded there once his body ran out of energy.
Keep going.
Gotta run. Okay, Fizzy. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Bye-bye.
Farewell.
It was weird, you know. He was the only Lilum I've seen with a clear-cut fear of mortality. No transcendence for him. None. He would disappear once his batteries ran out. It's like knowing you'll vanish while everyone else passes on to heaven, he said.
Oh, man.
I guess he felt bad about burdening someone else with his own problems. So he went and gave me a fingertip of his that fell while we were talking. Before he left, he said, "If you remember me, maybe a part of me will just transcend."
Ellipses.
That's the part where you're supposed to say, "Wow."
Bravo! Bravo! Touching, full of feeling, completely awesome.
That's a sad story.
I'd pay to see a movie like that.
Sure, that would be a great movie.
So what happened to that finger?
I made a pendant out of it. I carry it with me at all times.
Even while bathing?
Almost all times. Now that I think about it, how do you handle the stream if you really want to watch a movie or something?
I have a plugin that lays mosaic censorship over whatever I watch on TV or in the theater.
I wish we had that. I see.
Okay, this is getting stale. I'm going to heat this up, even if I have to do it myself. I need to drop a cow in here. This bartender, get me drunk. I don't care how. Just do it.
Okay, you said so.
Should we give her the water?
No, we're making her drunk.
Fair enough.
We're making her super drunk. So, what kind of drink would be a strong drink?
Probably, but I guess we could really just, we can just like add more Parmatrin to anything.
True.
Well, anything with, Parmatrin or optional Parmatrin, I suppose.
Let's go through all of them. Our classic vintage, bubbly classic. Let's let chat decide then. Bubbly,
she does seem like the
vintage.
sort of person who lets chat decide basically her entire life, so.
Yeah. So let's go take a page out of her book. Anyone want to suggest a drink? I'll go through them. Something sweet. It goes down smoother. Okay. So you got Sugar Rush, Sparkle Star, Blue Fairy, Moon Blast, Brantini, or Piano Woman. Sparkle Star that's a VTuber's name.
A little bit.
A Sparkle Star is 2 Adelhyde and 1 powdered Delta with optional Carmatrin. All aged and mixed.
That's it.
They used to actually sparkle, but too many complaints about skin problems made them redesign the drink without the sparkling.
What's the most expensive drink, Madrosty asks?
What's the most expensive drink?
That's a good question.
Let me see. Let's go. Well, it doesn't. We can't sort it by price, unfortunately. 250, 250, 280.
280 on Cobalt Velvet.
Piano
Man. Or Piano Woman. Alright, looks like Piano Man or Piano Woman.
Piano Man is a sweet. It's a sweet drink. So I think this is the one that. I think this is one we can all agree upon. That is the one that we need because she's sweet and happy. Let's make her a sweet and happy drink, but fill up with so much Karmatrin, she'll hit the floor. Let's make it a big one.
Local streamer ingests like 10 pounds of Karmatrin.
Why can't I select Powder Delta? Oh,
I think we're completely full up. Yeah.
Okay, then let's just do Powder Delta, do Flender Guide, and
then
the
just
rest
fill the rest with Karmatrin, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Aged and mixed.
Aged and mixed. What? What did I do wrong?
I think maybe it might be that since this says 3 Karmatrin, we might not be able to add an arbitrary amount of Karmatrin.
Let's go with the sweet drink where we can add an arbitrary amount. Sugar Rush. Right here. Optional Karmatrin.
We want to see if there's any others that are more expensive, or...
$50, $70, Rantini. Okay.
Did we look at Blue Fairy?
Blue Fairy, 170.
So I think, what was the highest we saw? I think, hold on, let's see the list again.
Okay, the highest was the actual...
The highest in the sweet category.
The highest in the sweet category?
I think it was the Brantini, wasn't it? Of the ones that... Or no. No, never mind. That's one Karmatrin.
I want to get her sloshed, because that would be hilarious.
I mean, it's what she asked for.
Get sweet no matter what. That's what she said. This will do it.
I guess this probably gives us some of the highest amounts of Karmatrin we can possibly put into a drink. Because yeah, I don't know that there's any other drinks that use fewer ingredients.
This is it. You're gonna get drunk. All mixed. You're gonna die.
Rest in peace, streaming champ. We hardly knew ye. Light-headedness. Clumsy tongue. Arms sweaty. Knees weak.
Arms spaghetti.
Can't feel my legs. Can't feel my legs. Alright. Let's get on with the dragon stuff.
Is this game going to show me boobies?
Probably not. First,
okay.
I'll try to guess your breath weapon.
Your breath weapon?
I must warn you, I've 90% success rate with this. Also, Madrasi asks, do you have legs? I'd say. Electric. They're on a 30-foot line. Dex saving throw.
I feel a hand, but not small enough to make you look like a child.
You got lightning, right?
I'm not discussing my bust.
Don't be like that. I can tell you're a blue dragon. Your attitude makes me think you're a barbarian, and your behavior makes me think you multi-classed into sorcerer. So, how many did I get right?
Who knows?
Please let me get on with this. I need you to cooperate. This is going to be a success.
Can I ask something?
Finally.
What's the point of getting drunk if you're going to behave the same way?
I guess it is kind of redundant. Because you see, I'm drunk 24/7.
I doubt that. Eh?
Knowing people wanted me to watch you do anything and everything. Seeing the viewer count steadily rise as they take more risks and become more adventurous. It's a feeling that neither alcohol or dragon cosplay can be compared to. Speaking of, if I get lucky tonight, you only need to pay $9,999. See what happens afterwards. Go premium. Go home.
Do you really get lucky if the other person knows they're being streamed?
You'd be surprised at how many people want to share their cosplay photos online.
How do you deal with people who don't want their identities revealed?
Everything written here.
By being captured by this camera, you hereby provide consent to the use of your face on all material provided by Streaming Chan Limited Liability Corporation. I'm not sure how legal that is.
People believe it is. I have yet to be troubled by a lawyer. This is funny though. When you're on the street, this is somebody really hot. You can't recall their faces. To learn their name, suddenly they have a cold breath weapon. Better than all the rest. Oh, this is weird. I'm feeling sleepy.
You did ask me to get you drunk. Why is it weird?
Because I haven't felt sleepy in quite some time. In fact, I've been sleep deprived for a while now.
How long?
All my life. A week.
A week?
Weeks are the ones with 30 days, right?
That's a month, sweetheart.
Yep. I'm totally sleepy. I can feel my eyes getting heavy. And then there's this weird lag when I try to move. What's up with that? I think you need to reset your model. Anyways, I think I'll take a little nap here before storming off continuing the night. If you will excuse me.
Tiberious snoring ASMR.
Should I call a cab?
And risk waking her up? Leave her be. I'd rather break the rules and let her sleep than deal with her again. I'm gonna take my break now. It's been a while since I needed a cigarette this badly.
Alright.
The anime has reached its midpoint.
Streaming Chan has certainly been an experience, huh?
Indeed, indeed. The lovely sensation of feeling like you're forgetting something. All done.
Feeling better? Is chat still live? It should be.
Fresh air does wonders for you.
Yeah, apologies if I wasn't responding there for a little bit, Madrasi. I got into the role where streamer Shane streams tied to her being awake. Oh, that's a good point. I guess maybe they all went to sleep with her.
Well, for a given value of fresh, anyway. I don't know who this is. This? I insist that it sounds like dynamite. This is someone different.
No, it was too long to be dynamite. It sounded more like some heavy-duty tool.
You're a heavy-duty tool.
Yes, I am.
Wait, that... Damn it! Oh, welcome back.
Well,
I could have sworn
this, so...
Yeah, one of them's me, one of them's you. I'll be the girl.
Huh.
Well, this could be a girl. I'm not... Okay, this... Feminine presenting, masculine presenting. I'll be feminine presenting. I could have sworn
with the tie.
Yes. I could have sworn this place looked a lot more pink the last time we came. Maybe it's the lighting. Hey, bartender. What did that noise just now sound like to you?
I say it sounds like construction, but Betty here says it's dynamite or something like that.
Not you two.
Eh? Do you think it's dynamite, then?
What? No. I say it's a backfire.
It's a gunshot. Firecrackers! Apologies for striking the mic there.
Oh, you're fine. See? These sounds have been going on all night, and we haven't figured out what they are. Well, we aren't here to discuss that. We're here to... who is he?
Gillian, nice to meet you.
I don't know. You have more of a John face. Where was he last weekend? I don't know, and I don't care. He's already made amends for leaving me to fend off all those dogs. Anyway, what do you want? Beer.
What the heck? I'll have a beer too.
2 beers, coming right up. Simple enough.
Yes, I still subscribe to the theory that streamer Chen is psionic, and her stream is her projecting, is powered by her projecting her thoughts. This is my headcanon, and I think it's perhaps it's the best explanation for why we can see the chat too.
It's like she's an incredibly good hacker, and she's getting into your cyber brain, and she's showing these words to your cyber brain.
A fractured mind, Madrasty asks. We could definitely... Fractured mind is probably a pretty decent way to describe her whole situation.
Right. Here you go.
Thank you.
Man, after-work beer is always the best beer. Yeah. So tell me, bartender. Just call me Jill. Jill? That's a nice name. How's business lately? As usual. Wait. I guess you don't really know what usual means for us. We're not the kind to be filled to the brim during rush hours, and we don't have that many regulars. So, it's just the same. Nothing's changed. I guess when we came here with all the dogs. It was quite the change of pace, huh? You have no idea.
We haven't encountered a single dog since then.
Yeah.
I have a question, Jill.
Is that about the girl sleeping next to you?
Premium.
Please don't wake her up.
Do you regularly let people sleep here?
No, but I'd rather have her sleeping than talking.
Should you be saying that with at least 6,000 people listening?
Let them hear. I don't care. 6K people? She calls herself Streaming Chan with finger quotes. She's been streaming her life 24/7.
Man, imagine streaming.
Yeah, couldn't be me. That sounds familiar. I think one of the dogs talked about seeing someone doing that. I don't know if this is the same person.
So, 6,000 people are watching and hearing us?
Considering the way she's sleeping, they're probably only hearing us. Her camera is against the table. I don't know how many are still on the channel, though.
I see.
So, there will be a lot more witnesses if something's said. Do any of you have a criminal past?
Nope.
Just a minor charge of petty vandalism. What did you do? Painted graffiti outside of my high school saying, "Miss Thompson's a cunt."
Would you do that? Stream 24/7 to 8,000 people for $99 subs per month, says Medrosity?
Yes, I would. I would do that. Absolutely. 100%. If my content's good enough, if I can find the content for it, absolutely. Sign me up. I'll be the next Truman Show. Make a channel out of me. I'll sponsor everything. Rewrite my brain so I don't know I am being streamed. I don't care. Do it.
Plays SheppySHEPS.
Yes. Twitch plays SheppySHEPS. Use the right arrow to make me move right. Press the A button to make me piss. I don't know. I'll take $8,000.
I mean, that'd be $1 per person. This is a $99 sub.
Right. But yeah, Shep just walking into the wall all day. Yeah, just me getting concussions. It would just be me paying for all my concussions. That's what I'll be spending my $8,000 on. Well, 99 times 8,000. 99 times 8,000. That's a lot of money. I'd be just spending all my money on concussions. Painted graffiti outside of my high school saying Miss Thompson's a cunt. Why'd you do that? Because Miss Thompson was a cunt. She constantly humiliated whoever got her questions wrong. She also constantly bullied 2 of my classmates. True, I got a week of suspension and had to clean the wall. But it gave everyone the courage to speak up. So how's stuff up at Doglandia?
Well, we recently struck a deal with Farmer Fabrics to start a doggy clothing line.
Farmer Fabrics? That name rings a bell. It's that textile company where the owner believes herself to be an alpaca. Oh, yeah, that one. Furries are real now, in the cyberpunk world.
I mean,
It's
dogs
furries.
run a company, so...
Yes, but now you can be a furry in real life. Like an
Doggy
actual
clothing
furry.
line? Let's go, says Medrosity.
We had her here some time ago. She got drunk and... so much saliva everywhere. Oh. But anyway, dog clothes?
That's it. We hired a new employee, and she showed the higher-ups some designs. After a couple of talks, they decided to give the clothing production a try.
Most designs were embarrassing, you know. But something tells me that's why they were approved. You guys want anything else? I'll have whatever this guy orders.
Let's see. I'll have a Brantini.
2 Brantinis then. That's a lot of Adelhyde.
It sure is.
I like to say Adelhyde is like cherry syrup, and powdered Delta is like blue caracal, and Bronson extract, I guess, is I don't know. What would
Lemonade?
Bronson extract? Lemonade? I guess.
It's yellow.
Planner guide would be lime, and this is just straight up alcohol.
You know that, yes.
All aged and mixed.
Yeah.
And a
I don't. Yeah, they did say that Carmitrin was alcohol, but I don't know if they've said, what any of the other drinks are, or what any of the other components are, I should say.
Yeah.
If they correspond to anything, I guess.
All right. 8 out of 10 smug assholes would recommend it, but they're too busy being smug assholes. Wow. Amazing. We're serving these to 2 smug assholes. Here you go. You have such a wimpy taste in drink, Steel.
Not all of us spent their weekends at college partying like maniacs. Actually, not all of us went to college.
I found a YouTube video about drinks from the show, if you want to make them. Oh. So they actually found out what these flavors are? So like Adelhyde, Bronson extract, and that stuff? They actually found out what that is? Neat. You miss nothing. Sometimes I wish I could go back in time and kick myself.
Something on your mind? Are you attempting to devise a time machine so that you can go back in time and kick yourself?
I think they made something more of what they think would taste like based on descriptions. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I would like to, if you could show me that later, send it to me on YouTube. I'd like that. That girl that's designing the clothes.
Laura? What about her?
She's cute, but she should take more care of her appearance. I mean, right now she fits the unkempt cutie category, so well that it's almost painful. It's so cliched that I can't help but cringe when I look at her.
Cringe?
It's like when you see something that's such a cheesy movie cliche. You just feel like you need to kick whatever the hell it is.
Betty likes kicking things a lot, doesn't she?
Yes.
She kicks herself, she kicks others. Kicks.
Speaking of shameless self-promotion, I have a unkempt cutie model coming up next year. It won't be coming out next year. I mean, this year, but it'll be coming out next year. And it fits that description very well. So look forward to that.
Adrossi says Betty needs better therapy. Betty, I didn't think I'd have to say this to you twice in the same month, but you shouldn't kick people.
I wasn't going to kick her. Why do you think I'd kick her?
You announced your intention to kick yourself. Also because I've seen you kick people before. Apparently unprovoked or due to complicated reasons only you understand.
Fine. Guilty as charged. Still, I'm going to do something about her. I feel like I just need to. It's a matter of honor.
Honor, she says.
Well, maybe honor isn't the right word. But she has the potential, and I'm not going to let her waste it.
Jill, I'm going to go check the antenna on the roof.
Alright. She's your boss, right? Didn't you meet her before? Nope, I'm just a veterinarian. The dogs were the ones who are organizing a meeting with her. I'd say she's really good looking. But honestly, those pants rob her of her charm. What do you mean? They make her look too uptight. And at a glance, she doesn't seem like the type. Some shorts or a skirt would fit her better. Well, she wears a skirt or pants depending on her mood. There was also this one time where she came in wearing a kilt.
A That seems pretty Dana. That kilt was awesome.
Damn, she has nice hearing.
Now that I think about it, you have the hobby of speculating what someone's personality is like. Let me take that line again. You have the hobby of speculating what someone's personality is like based just on their looks. I mean, you did the same with Jill here.
Amazing. You actually made that sound weird as hell. I don't know if she's talking to you, Tiberious, or Deal. I'm just joking. I'm
inhabiting the vessel of Deal right now, so both, yes.
I mean, as far as personality goes, you seem very much like Deal. Yes, I have the habit of trying to guess someone's behavior based on their looks. No, it's not a hobby. You made that sound like I'm some sort of creep.
I did?
What do you think about me? Nothing much, really. Mostly that you were too polite. Not a natural polite, though. More like a professional polite. You're like that because you need to be. That was it, really. Although the way you looked at me when I said your boss could use a skirt or shorts was interesting. Hey, you know, don't get the wrong idea, but I might have a thing for her. You seemed interested in what I'd say, like you like to see that scenario. You're thinking too much, Baka. What do you think about Gil then? Is it Jillian or Gillian?
I'm assuming it's Gil, just so that if for no other reason than because it being Jill would like overlap with our Jill that we control.
Oh, true.
I'm assuming it's not Jill and Jill. I assume it's Gil and Jill.
Gotcha. Funny. He's either a total simpleton or acts like one in a way that consumes the rest of his character.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I'll take another, thank you.
I try my best.
But anyway, I'm just a veterinarian. My judgment might seem clouded by seeing so many furry businessmen. Let's have another round.
Sounds like a good idea.
You'll have something strong. You'll need to pump some testosterone into your taste and drinks. You'll thank me later, trust me. Then 2 strong drinks, manly drinks. I don't care which ones.
Well,
you shut up. 2 strong drinks, manly drinks.
Given that Deal appears to be a Lilim, I don't know that he is capable of testosterone, but I suppose this is we'll do what we can.
Right. So you got the gut punch. You got the pile driver.
What's the manliest sounding drink?
Pile driver. Suplex. Gut punch. Mars blast. Preface spike.
All of these sound like they could be fighting game special moves.
Right. But they need to be both manly and strong.
Yes. Good point.
So we got the gut punch, which is $80. We have the pile driver, which is both manly and burning, which is not strong.
Yeah.
Bitter, that's not strong. Mars blast. Let's go with the Mars. Let's go with the Mars blast. As everyone agrees, does everyone? Do you want me to take the Mars blast or the gut punch? What does chat think?
The Mars blast is actually better for spacing. The gut punch is good for if you're in the corner already.
Chug, chug, chug. Manly drinks. So it's either the Mars blast or the gut punch. Well, Mars blast is 170.
The Mars,
So we'll
the
get
Mars
more
Blast is much more expensive. Yes.
So if Madrasi doesn't care, I'm going to go with the Mars Blast. 6, 1 powder delta, 2 Karmatrin, all blended. Oh, I didn't blend it long enough. Oh, I didn't add the Forward Planner Guide.
Ah, yeah, that'd do it. This one powder delta. Yep.
Yep.
And
okay.
Blended.
Blended. Mars Blast.
Blend successful.
All right.
Blend.
Mars Blast. 2 Mars Blasts. Let's go. Here you go. Now, drink. Oh, man up. You'll get used to it. Hey, Jill. Has someone ever proposed to you as a prank? You know, made you think that they're falling in love with you, just to feel that it was all a prank.
This feels like this is a question with a story behind it, Betty.
Feels like that she's reading my mind. First year of high school. The guy I had my eyes on for a whole year that asked me out. Saturday morning, I go to the meeting place. What do I find? It was all a prank by some bitches. Ouch. Oof. Sorry, The worst part isn't that they set me up, or rather that I saw it coming. I knew that guy wouldn't find me attractive enough to ask me out. I knew those bitches would target me sooner or later just for kicks. I knew it all. So then when it all happened, I felt nothing. They confirmed my suspicions that teenagers are a plague that must be eradicated.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Jill, all teenagers will eventually cease to exist.
It's true. As well as all adults. Yes. And all elderly people. Everything.
Every teenager is on a very strict time limit.
Very true. They're eradicating themselves. Anyway, why the question? Hey, piece of scrap.
Yeah?
These are the situations where you should have stopped me before I said anything.
It's better to learn by tripping yourself.
Why the question, though? I was asking because one of my ex's cousins has been hitting on me the past couple of days. I don't believe you. If it were somebody else, I'd pretend to be straight with the help of this piece of scrap here. Sadly, she knows who I am. The worst part is, knowing Vero, she'd probably put her cousin up to it as a practical joke. Well, I'd suggest telling the cousin that she should cut it out. If she feels genuinely offended, they might have been in cahoots. But I'm just spouting nonsense based on what you told me. Don't pay too much attention. It's better than my suggestion. What was yours?
Waterboarding.
I see. What?
The fact that she knows how to waterboard somebody is what scares me most.
It's not a hard concept. You just put a bag over someone's head and just drip water over their head. That's all you have to do. Wait. Don't listen to me. Why did I say that? Madrosity, don't clip that, please. Watch TOS. Don't clip that. Jesus Christ. What am I? I'm the drunk one. Let's just continue. Let's just ignore what I just said.
Anyway,
I don't think anyone's in chat anyway. I'm good.
anyway,
Go. Go, let's go. The Girl Scouts also taught me how to skin a deer, and I see nobody making a fuss about that.
wait, hold on. Is she implying that the Girl Scouts taught her how to waterboard?
Listen, it's not a hard concept. It's like, if you think about it hard enough, monstrosity. But yes, that's what she's implying. But yeah, your advice sounds good enough.
Girl Scouts are the scariest gang in America.
I'm not asking you to clip that, but I'm at the same time, I wouldn't mind if you did, because that was really funny. Especially when you factor that Gina's being honest about her, she probably wouldn't feel offended.
Gina. Which one was that again?
Blonde. Flat as a cutting board, but cute as a button.
Oh yeah. She came to the office Christmas party, right?
That's the one. Well, it's getting late. We should be going.
Yeah. Thank you again for everything, Jill.
Bye. Please come again.
Pardon. Back. Those cats moving the internet antenna. Oh, yeah, Gil. Some guy said that I should tell you that the bunny's late, whatever that means. Oh. Boss, I'm leaving early. If I don't come back in 2 days, consider me as good as dead.
What do you know? What do you know, Gil?
Gil
is the one. Gil is the one that knows how to waterboard people.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we be worried?
Think of him as a kid that tells outrageous stories to get attention. Everything will be easier. Besides, he knows how to take care of himself.
Yeah.
He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. In any case, I'll be back in my office. Maybe I should finish watching that didgeridoo tutorial.
Didgeridoo tutorial? Nice. I love the didgeridoo. I love the way it sounds. Oh, look, it's... Oh, who did the voice for this?
You have Stella, I do believe. Yes, you do.
Okay, let me take a drink before I do Stella's voice.
That's fair. I'll take a sip as well. In solidarity.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Jill. Ah, Stella, you're here for another drink today. Not really. I'm just around the neighborhood Right. Anyway, I found this bottle being neglected at my house. And I thought someone who likes old liquor as much as you would appreciate it. I got an achievement?
You sure did. Also, just to let you know, I can see your Steam stuff here.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's not every day a client gives you a gift. Ooh. Nice. And I thought someone who likes old liquor as much as you would appreciate it. Really? I don't know what to say. Thanks. Well, it's nothing, really. Just in. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
This just in. The Apollo Trust Bank has locked its doors, leaving about 30 people trapped inside. The security system was activated after somebody tried to steal information from the main database. Early this morning, the bank...
Oh, God. Say! I wonder if she'll be alright. Ah, hello, Jamie.
Good evening, Jill.
It's friggin', It's the guy from Deus Ex.
Adam Jensen?
Yeah.
Did you see the news about the Apollo Trust Bank?
The newsflash just ended. Sounds like things got ugly.
From what I hear, there was a commotion earlier today. Something about people being unable to leave the building. Let's hope for the best.
Yeah. Gil just stormed off just a minute ago, though.
I see. I guess the bunny was late.
He definitely knows what's going on. What can I get you?
Give me a Mars blast.
Coming right up. Do you have any idea what's going on? Is Alice Rabbit behind this?
Maybe.
Interesting.
But yeah, it definitely seems that, I mean, we've known for a while. We've definitely known for a while that something was up with Gil. But it seems that there's something that's really up with Gil.
Yeah. Is Gil Alice Rabbit? Whoa.
Is Gil the bank?
Is Gil the bank? Maybe. One Mars Blast.
I'm going to try to summon up a little bit more gravel for Jamie. Yeah, this is the one.
Oh, wait, one second. Artisha Frost, how you doing? Welcome in. We're about done with the day. But apparently, a bank is being either robbed or people are being stuck inside a bank. And it has to do with a hacker named, I guess, what was her name again?
Alice Rabbit?
Alice Rabbit, yeah. So, things are heating up. Oh no! I'm getting hacked by Artisha Frost! Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no. Do slash marker? I was too late for the clip. That's okay. That's okay, Madrasity. Mars blasts have always seemed poorly named to me. Shouldn't it be red instead of yellowish? Then again, the whole red planet thing is still its nickname.
Hey, who's this girl?
She calls herself Streaming Chan. She's been streaming her life 24/7. I'm guessing her equipment's still running, so you might want to watch what you say.
Thanks for the advice.
Changing the subject a bit, have you been hearing explosions or something throughout the day?
I heard that a supersonic drone was undergoing tests and lost its force. That might be it.
Ah! Hey, boss! Hey, boss! The explosions were caused by supersonic drones!
That sounds better than firecrackers.
We've been trying to figure out what that sound was all day.
I see. Sonic booms are not sounds people can normally identify. And this one drone made a lot of noise in breaking the sound barrier.
Is this an area to test that kind of stuff?
It's not, which makes the whole thing quite suspicious.
Huh. Man, if only Skill was here to hear that info. He thought that they were gunshots.
Are you worried about him?
Sort of. He always leaves without notice for days. But he always comes back unscathed. I'd be lying if I said I was not worried. But at the same time, I'm just kind of become used to it.
He can be a troublesome man, huh?
Sometimes. Say, do you think the people in the bank would be alright?
This isn't the first time a bank is closed like that. Something is off about this.
Off? How?
I don't know. Maybe it's the hour. Maybe it's the fact that the news is making an unusually big stink out of it. Let's hope I'm just overthinking.
Yeah.
Are you worried about something?
A girl was in here yesterday, said she was going to that bank. It's not like me to be personally invested in what happens to clients, but... never mind. Do you want something else?
Yeah, I can make time for one more drink. Fetch me a beer. Let's keep it simple.
Sure.
Yes,
That's easy enough.
Things are certainly occurring today, huh?
Yeah. Here you go.
I once read that beer played an important part in humanity's history.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the theory. It's an interesting one. The gist of it is that brewing was an important part of society during its development. Drinks were ubiquitous while feasting. They helped to foster bonds and build faction alliances. Given enough time and enough beer, larger societies would be born.
You seem to know a lot about this.
You know, that's actually not too far off from the truth, considering how much wine and beer was used during negotiations and peacekeeping talks back in the day. So they're not too far off from the truth.
I assume that's probably what they're referencing.
Yeah. Nah, just enough.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about brain uploading?
Brain uploading?
I was thinking, what's the point of uploading yourself if you're still here? Let's say you upload yourself and effectively that knew someone's in cyberspace. You'll still be here. Wouldn't it be weird to know that there's a you that's not you somewhere?
That's an interesting point. I guess it'd be the same as cloning, huh? Imagine if your cyberspace self found out about the real you somehow. Hell, imagine talking to your other self.
There's more. I imagine placing multiple copies of you in different situations.
Oh, sorry.
Exposing each one to different scenarios to see how they develop.
I guess it's kind of a heartbreaking in a way. Imagine someone with some illness uploading their brain into the ether, only to find out that their physical bodies are still alive and here, instead of living in a place where there is no disease.
I remember an article from a while back about the earliest forms of brain uploading. It would scan the brain in such a thorough and intense manner that would effectively kill the person. Use the words "burn the brain."
Ouch.
All for nothing because the data would be corrupted or broken. They halted all brain uploading research after that. I think they started another project about living brains in jars or something like that after that.
That subject interests you, huh?
It makes for a nice time sink when I'm doing nothing. Well then, nice talking to you, Jill.
Same here. Always a pleasure.
Say hello to Gillian for me when he comes back.
Please come again. Whew. All done.
You want to stay here? Seems like the street's quite restless.
Thanks, but I'll pass. I have a couple of matters to attend to at home.
You do?
Yeah, I ordered a nano camo module for my apartment. It should be installed by now.
Nano camo? Isn't that a tad expensive?
Yep, to be honest, I asked my mom for it. She has been pestering me about what the gift I wanted for Mega Christmas for a while. Mega Christmas. She's been asking that for 4 years now, and I've always said it was fine. So I took the chance and asked her for it. I used up all the past gifts.
I want a nano camo. I don't know what that is, but I need it, says Medrosity. Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like It sounds like the kind of like suit that Solid Snake wears in like Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh yeah, Octo Camo?
Octo Camo, yeah. That
Also,
seems like the same kind of thing that they're talking about.
Adrosty asks, who's the patron saint of Mega Christmas?
Mega Santa. Mega Christ.
Mega Saint Nick.
Mega Saint Nick.
Super Saint Nick.
Instead of riding on a sleigh, he rides on a motorcycle, and he has like 2 Gatling guns. And they shoot presents out of them. And he can fly, yes. The motorcycle
just for show.
Yes.
The motorcycle can also fly, but he can fly faster.
Feels a bit weird to ask your parents for a gift like that when you're 27.
I'm sure she doesn't mind. So, what will the Nano Camo module change from your apartment?
I got the basic plan. Walls and 1 piece of cloth. So I picked my Kotatsu too.
You have a Kotatsu?
You know what a Kotatsu is, boss?
I'm more impressed you know what it is. I mean, futons are common knowledge, but a Kotatsu, not so much.
I want a Kotatsu, like in real life. Those things are so comfy. Yeah, well, days get cold and a heater might not be enough. The Japanese have mastered how to live comfortably and reduce spaces.
You should invite me sometime. I want to see how you decorate the place with that.
They are only $300 on Amazon. You know, that's not too bad, actually. For $300 for furniture, not bad. Let's plan a day to grab a beer. Yeah.
Fancy. I'm tired.
What do we do with her?
We'll take care of everything. Don't worry.
All right. Sorry for leaving her like this.
No problem.
Well, I gotta go. See you tomorrow, boss.
Careful out there.
Nice, we got a bonus. We got no mistakes either. Woo! Yeah. Yay! We have no new notifications or reminders. Joe wants to buy a fan, even though it's winter. Buying one will prevent her from getting too distracted. Oh, okay. You now use Nano Camo to customize your room.
Nice.
Shop. She wants a fan. What?
Ah, that's a fan.
Despite the noisy name, it's just a fan. Fans are good, though. Really good. Okay. We don't need to buy all this stuff, right? We just need to buy what we need.
Yeah, we just need to buy what we need. Do you want to get a mega Christmas tree anyway? Be seasonal?
Oh, sure. Let's do it. Hooray! There it is. It's so cute.
Nice.
So how do we use the Nano Camo?
That's a good question. Settings, maybe? Or perhaps the phone? I guess, yeah, the settings is actual game settings. So yeah, I guess the phone.
Oh, there we go.
Nano Camo app.
Oh, cute anime girl.
Incredible.
Nano Camo. Incredible. Augmented eye.
Do you want to learn about the mascot?
I do. Camotan is our mascot. Oh. Go ahead. You go ahead. I have volunteered.
I did the news. I did the news broadcast.
Oh no, we're in a Canadian standoff. Oh
Shucks,
God.
Go do it now.
Camotan is our mascot. She's designed by veteran character designer from Sukaban Games, Kirin 51. Birthday 2401. Her bust is 85, waist is 65, and hips are 90. Because we need to know the name, the 3 sizes of an imaginary girl. Looks like Musashi Battleship, Tactical Fashion, and Peach Cake. I wonder if the Nano Camo mascot streams. Every anime girl is just now a VTuber. It doesn't matter. As long as you look like an anime girl, you're a VTuber.
There are 2 types of people, those who are VTubers and those who aren't VTubers yet.
Exactly. Nano Camo is a company founded in 2068 and pioneer of the nanomachine fabric capable of real-time texture swap. Meant for military use, we bring our products to the general public at the most affordable prices. It seems like a very dangerous technology to just commercialize, you know? Like, if you're trying, like, let's say you rob a bank, you can just put some of this stuff on you, and you're invisible now. You can just sneak into buildings.
I mean, that depends. It depends on... They don't seem to give us, like, infinite patterns.
That's true. Oh, look at this cute one. Is that like the Cobalt girl and maybe the Crimson Rose?
Well, given that they're mercenaries, highly secretive mercenaries, I assume they're probably not featured on wallpapers.
Why? We can animate up the walls. I think we can, but I think we can only choose one at a time. I vote for this. Yeah, I like these cute chibi characters.
The rad option is very interesting. We absolutely cannot afford it.
Out of these four folks, Paul.
No, oh, right. Oh, we can't afford it, right? No, hold on.
We can't afford it. We cannot.
We cannot. Oh,
which
okay.
One? Yellow, blue, red. For 1 minute. There we go. I'll let chat decide. Because we can't afford rad.
Yeah. Yeah. With the mouse cursor where it was, I wasn't sure if it still had or if the extra digit was there, or if I just missaw.
So this is yellow, this is blue, and this is red.
Sadly, none of them are rad.
Hold on, my capture is delayed.
Oh.
What's the table patterns first, though? Like, these are just bland colors. I don't really care for those. I want anime girl.
Yeah, now I'm imagining you just like wake up in the morning, and you wake up in the morning, and then there's just a character from whatever show you particularly like, and their face is just your whole wall.
Right. Okay, so table. Okay. So these are the ones for the table. They're very there's not a lot of them.
We already have one of them.
So we decided on red for the walls. We decided on red for the walls, and these ones are not as expensive. We can afford both. So a poll for this one as well. The poll is which one? Dots, bullets, or stripes?
You could make everything cheetah print, as Rosby says.
That's true. We could. What? Oh God, my SheppyBot. My SheppyBot went nuts. So the poll is up. Get your votes in. If no one decides, I'll just choose bullets, I guess, or stripes. The stripes will look good with the Kotsatsu.
Probably, yeah. All right, it looks like Stripes is in the lead with 100% of the vote currently.
Nice. All right, let's go with Stripes then.
All right.
It doesn't look like we can preview.
Confirm. That's how they.
Yeah, we can't. Oh, look at that's super cute. I like that.
Nice.
And then we voted for this one. Oh my gosh, Alexa, stop. Look how cute that is. I love
Alexa, change my wallpaper.
My home smart device lit up, and I told her to shut up. But yeah, I think that's it for today.
Yeah, it is.
What do you
is
think?
Pretty late for me.
Yeah, it is midnight here, so happy Friday?
Yeah. Friday is happening, yes.
All right. Save.
And I suppose we are done for the day.
I think we are.
Let's take it back to the studio.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right. Yes,
that was
after much work. We got the game to work, and it did work. We did it. We played the video game.
We did the thing. We did the thing. Reddit helped us. Chat helped us. I came with the brilliant idea of Parsec, and it worked.
Yeah.
Flawlessly. All right. I had a lot of fun.
As did I.
I hope I don't get in trouble for mentioning a certain technique in chat during stream. But we'll try to forget it.
I don't think that's against TOS or anything necessarily.
Okay. This game brings out. It's a very interesting game.
It is an interesting.
It goes over very dark topics. You weren't here when I said that, Artisha, so you might have to watch the VOD to know what I'm talking about. But I am loath to repeat what I said. But anyway, thanks so much, everyone, for stopping by. We're going to find someone to raid, and we're going to do a dual raid.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Mind if I go over my schedule real quick?
Go ahead.
And also, if you want to, tell all the fine folks at home what you'll be doing.
So that's it for this week for me. I'm going to be taking a break until next week. I'll be streaming Kirby because I bought that game. I only played it once, and I want to beat it. So
Forgotten Lands, I assume.
Oh, Forgotten Lands. And
Forgotten Land, singular. The one land.
I call it Kirby and the Lands Between because Dark Souls. But yeah, I don't have a schedule yet. But I want to play Kirby. I want to play some Splat, and I want to play more Cult. So Kirby, Cult, Splat is what we're going for next week.
Yes. So as for myself, tomorrow I will be streaming some more Tales of Arise, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Then next week should be more of the usual schedule. Again, I will be working extra next week to cover for a coworker who will not be working next week. So I may reduce the stream schedule to some degree. I may not stream on a given day. Yeah, unless something terrible happens, a tragic fate befalls us. I will do whatever I can within my power to make sure that the collab goes on next week as well.
Yes.
But yeah, any of the other streams are subject to change or cancellation. But yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7:30 p.m. Thursday, 8:30 p.m. generally. And so yeah, so Tuesday I will likely be continuing Getting Over It. Wednesday, I will most likely be, Wednesday I will be playing Tales of Arise. Thursday, we'll be collabing once again. And then on Friday, once again, will be Tales of Arise.
Okay. Got all that noted down.
Indeed.
I'll try my best to at least lurk. I can't guarantee
a follow.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks for the shout out for Tiberious. Appreciate it. Love to support my friends, and you did a good job there. Let's find someone to read.
All right.
I have a mutual friend of Jenny VTuber named XX_live, and they are a little alien buddy, and they are doing a Halloween special. So I figured, why not check them out, see what they're up to.
Gotcha. Also, hello, Pick. Good to see you around.
Hey, Pick. Thanks for stopping by and lurking. Thank you for the lurk.
Yes. XX_ you said?
XX_live. That is their name.
Gotcha. All right.
And they are a Cyclopean alien buddy. It's very, very, very cute VTuber model. It has a little fuzzy. It's a little fuzzy, and he's a little alien buddy. He telepathically communicates.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's really cool. So,
Raid is created.
Pick. I don't have that command yet, but I will definitely get that soon. Soon, with the trademark symbol. Soon.
So as for myself, my raid message is, as always, we have arrived. The customary raid message, as I put it.
And this is my raid message. If you don't have a subscription to me, you can use this raid message, Robot Raid, with Mr. Destructoid. Is that site still on?
Probably.
Is that still a thing? Okay. Anyway, I have like 15 seconds till raid goes. My task for you tonight, it'll be early in the morning, but my task for you tonight is to run in place for a minute and get your heart rate going. All right. Love you all. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.
Farewell. So yeah, thank you all for being here tonight. I hope you have all had a fine night. I hope that you will continue to have a fine night every night. And I hope that you'll be well until the next time I see you. Thank you all very much, and farewell.
Goodbye.